Godsent are going on for some long streaks. The longest streak that Godsent had was 4 rounds, and then there was always a loss. So that at least proved that Godsent were good at being able to converting it back. So that could be more on Godsent being a solid line on that side. But we are going to jump into the match. The third map will be the decider one, which is Mirage. So I'm excited to get that one through. But let's jump into the first map here for the ESL Challenger Katowice closed qualifiers. Inferno.
Off on the side, big on the defense. And as I was saying, I think this round is going to be incredibly important. Roll straight up mid. I like this. Okay. Long holding nearly in. Double.
Oh, well, Crimbo looking to be able to pick up a couple of headshots here. Aaron slapping back, taking down one of the players. Time's going to be coming in through along. faveN, meanwhile, is going to be able to pick up a triple kill. Absolutely huge. Going in for the quad one. Absolutely beastly for that player. All those headshots. Absolutely glorious. First good round here from Big. Winning that pistol round. It's now going to be, down to see if they can actually convert this over. DomiNation not being able to get that bomb down is going to be costly. Now that if you look at the economy, they can't really do too much on this one. A couple of pistols here or there. What was the general rule? If you could buy a deagle, always buy a deagle. We'll see. Aaron, one of the players that Dean obviously called out for needing to pop off and do well. Banana presence is going to be here for DomiNation. They're trying to make themselves known. Aaron through the smoke, trying to get some one. MSN going to be up close and personal. His head's going to get dinked and he slapped down. He managed to get a headshot on Keto as he did die. Smokes and control going to be in favor of this team doing good set of positioning here. One M4A1 on Tabson, Famus on Crimbo, and then MP9's solid purchase here. They know that obviously DomiNation aren't going to be on a strong buy. It's trying to farm up some extra cash with the MP9s. Exactly what you want to be doing here. Meanwhile, minute left on the clock in DomiNation, unable to find any openings as of yet. Bodito, he has the P250, but not the aim. He's able to tag him down. Pausing the bomb as well to go down. Aaron, very low HP, he's going to be able to find one with that deagle. Trying to find another one is Coolio. Well, they haven't recovered the bomb, and now they're just going to get pushed in. It's not really much they could do. Expected. They were able to get 1 kill on Keto, but to be honest, he was able to get 2 kills with his MP9. It's an extra $1,200 in the pocket for him. So you can go into this round at $4,800. It's not too bad. Pretty much what you want. 2-0. Looking really good here for Big, but I say really good. It is just, they won the first round, switched on over, being able to get the second one as well. It's now see if they can win the conversion over. faveN bought in with the A1, dropped his MP9 over towards Keto. Management of the economy. You can see average on most of the players is sitting around that 2K mark. faveN's obviously a lot lower because he bought in the A1. AKs for the side of DomiNation. Very low purchasability for the utility, but they still have a couple of smokes. 3 of them, in fact, flash and a molly. That singular flash is a bit worrying, especially if you're wanting to try and enter in towards this banana. It's going to take a lot to do so, but they are going to use a smoke instead of this. Now I'm going to have to try and force their way in. They're going to make it work. It's going to be down to Thompson. He is going to get tagged down. Has to be careful. Hops in to keep hold of his smoke. Advantage on the side of DomiNation at the moment. If they can convert this over, deny Big this third round, bonus round. Very good move from them. A minute left on the clock. Remember, over towards Long is going to be able to find the first headshot. Looking to back off. Instead, going to be dropping down the Incendiary, holding this angle through Connector. They're going to be trying to carry on pushing through. He smokes it off. Holding that long control. Look at this hyped up, close and personal on balcony. Julio going to be peeking around the corner, losing his head. AK dropped over, picked up by Hyped. He's going to be peeking up over towards the short position. He is documented. He has to be careful. Crimbo up on this box on site in the moment. Aaron. Kamion, last 2 players left alive. 2 versus 4. They started this round off so well, but it's not looking so good. And mine first kill is going to be found. Now Kamion has to try and find a couple more here as they push on towards the site. Crimbo, is he going to be ready? He can do the damage. There's only 12 seconds left on the clock. No, he stays alive. He gets a kill. 1 player left. He's going to be able to find one, but not the second. Crimbo clutches out on that situation. They did lose a bunch of players, but they managed to pick up an AK for their troubles. Plus, obviously, the round and Hyped goes into this This fourth round with 7.6k in the bank, so that's an AWP picked up. You sound beautiful, mate. Yeah, the driver issues on the Go XL are really weird. I have the exact same thing, mate. Yeah, you have to like unplug it for like 10 seconds. But anyway. Well, not really too much action from most of the players on the side of DomiNation, though. You're saying that they're now coming into this round with a full kit and caboodle. AKs galore, no AWP on any of the players here. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really important to be able to have a decent amount of a setup utility, especially on this map with how they've been playing. They did do an initial good takeover towards Banana last round, but they ended up giving it up, which I think was a bit of a mistake. taveN scared them off, and they did back off. They realized that having only one flash, they didn't want to go for that entry.
Keto nearly getting caught as he was dropping away. The timing was awkward. Aaron's already damaged, though, so one to the head will do it on the M4, and indeed, Keto wants to go in for more to flash forward, but it's not going to work out. Kamion in behind the half-wall plane for the anti-flash. They have a 4-on-4 now, and they still have nearly a minute, so they really don't need to rush this decision. They've already pulled rotations, they've splintered the defense, and have, as you can see, made the correct decision to start wrapping things around towards A long.
There's a smoke there. Kamion, I think he was able to pick it up as well, so that's some extra utility. Maybe he wants to try and dedicate a little bit more of it over towards the site. There you go. Smoke over towards the CT position. This is going to be cementing these two players on that position. Meanwhile, his teammates on long and pushing towards short as well. They're going to be doing a 2-2 split, looking to try and take over this A site, and they should have a solid opportunity here. But never mind, faveN's going to be able to find one.
Solid start on that hold. MSN needs to find the headshot in against that player in the mini pit, and it's going to be a struggle. It is massive damage done as those two B players now begin to rotate in, being left only against Coolio, who is far from a paradise. He's going to have a tough time now, trapped in that back corner. Doesn't realize he actually could have had quite a bit of time to relocate for the after plant, unfortunately. They could only just gotten here, and even then they're holding relatively passively because they are expecting him to go forward and try and narrow this to the one-on-one. For the moment, though, Julio happy to sit in on the bomb site and see who's going to make the first move.
There's a lot of messages being sent in the chat there. Wondering what that's about, but we'll have to see if Coolio is going to be able to pick this up. taveN going on balcony, pushing over behind, peeking up, getting the shot in. The kill as well. Does he have time? Yeah, he does. It's like at least the second half there. Yeah. 5 rounds. Looking pretty decent. Obviously, they are taking a lot of damage on the side of Big, though. Each round they lose at least, I think, 2 or 3 players.
That was incredibly close. I mean, if you think about that, if Coolio just hit in the corner right there, he probably wins that on time. Just because they took so long to start going in.
Well.
Yeah, true. That as well. But even just for Coolio there, he didn't do anything. He just sat on the bomb site the entire time, and they only just about kill him and have, what, a second and a half left spear on that defuse. If instead of being on the box, he had it tucked into the corner at the last second, he might have won it on time. But in fairness, you don't really expect it to be quite that easy. He thought they were coming for quite a while, and just no one was beaking him, and then the timing was horrible once that long opper finally came around. So it was an awkward one, but it's 5-0 for Big. They're off to a fantastic start in DomiNation. They might be having some flashbacks of that Inferno game versus Godsend yesterday.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that. I mean, how is this comparing to the matchup yesterday versus Godsend?
Honestly, the Godsend one felt a little bit more one-sided at this point.
Okay.
Surprisingly. It was just kind of ridiculous how it was going. They were very fast rounds. We had Godsend charging down mid and everything. And compared to NiP, who were always just on their CT side playing incredibly passive, it was catching DomiNation off guard, and they were just never ready for it.
Nice. Well, moving into this one, obviously a minute left on the clock. No real moves have been made. Big are playing a lot more defensive. Decides to back up here. Hyped is going to get challenged. Pulls that short position. Meanwhile, Keto pushes it on over. Going to be able to find a double. Hyped finds one. faveN with another. And we're left with Aaron, the lone wolf. One of the two players you mentioned has to come alive for DomiNation to stand a chance. And at the moment, MSN, he's not been doing his part. Neither is Bodito. Currently 0-6 on the board. Unable to claim any lives off the side of Big so far. This is looking like it's going to be a clean round. Never mind. Aaron, he's got something to say about this. He's in a 1v5, finds one, but the bomb is not in his control. And at the moment, he's in no man's land in mid. Potential players coming each and every way. Hype's going to be around this corner. The peak comes through. It was a nice swing, but you're only going to be able to hit the arms there.
It's a tough angle to deal with. 5-1 for Hyped. Everyone right now on Big looking pretty solid in these early stages. On the other hand, DomiNation, half of the team seem kind of yet to come alive. I mean, even there for Aaron, I said he's one of the standout players we need to step up. It's a couple exits that he gets to pad up the stats slightly. We need them to come alive here early on in the gun round, start finding some openings, some advantages to work with. And kind of similar to how we seen Nip play their Inferno yesterday, where they were sitting back passively in the early rounds, just using a little bit of utility. But then they're also somewhat mixing it up and going for this late control. As you can see, they're willing to flash in, they're willing to go actually push banana deep and take that away from DomiNation. And this was when they struggled yesterday versus Godsent, when they weren't being given the map control, when they had to work for it.
Oh, they're going to be pushing up.
Always scary.
Yeah, Aaron was able to find a kill on the second round where they bought, I think it was P250 and a Deagle on their side. I think Bodito was the one with the P250, unable to land any shots. And Aaron with the Deagle, able to find one, which is, you know, a bit sad. I mean, he's got 4 kills. One of them was that Deagle in that round. And so far, even on a couple of rifles rounds, they've not been able to find too much. Big 2 rounds away from at least having the half advantage. And they're looking pretty convincing. I've not managed to watch the VODs of some of their losses as of late, but it was a little bit concerning coming into this to see how they're going to be performing. Aaron, first one to go down. He was playing over towards A, pushing up towards long, but this time we're going to be seeing a bit of an aggression over towards B. Good flash from Hype. That's going to be just in time. Flicks up, misses, but tabseN finds 2, 3, going in for the 4th. The man was hungry. He comes through. Keto does go down, so singular kill. But not too much damage to their economy. There's 12k on Hyped, mate. They are laughing.
tabseN had B on lock. Yeah, this is nasty. As you said, you were a little bit concerned after seeing the big results. Obviously, we were following the DomiNation Nip game yesterday when they had their first matchup, and we saw that they had lost out to Hot2, and we were like, we don't even recognize any of them players, really. Exactly. Who to, or like it, but yeah. It's 7-0 here already. This is very reminiscent of how the Godsent game was going yesterday, where it did end up 15-0 at the halftime. I mean, surely DomiNation won't let it go quite as poorly, but at the moment, it doesn't seem like they can really have a lot to say about it. They're back onto the rifles at the very least, the guns back in hand. Hopefully now they have a plan in mind. And will we see the up? We haven't got that for MSN yet. It'll be body armor only though. So, oh no, he already has the helmet. Never mind, what am I about? Hit 5450, so I thought he had just enough for his up and his body armor. He gets a little bit of utility behind it, thankfully. I mean, now or never really for DomiNation.
Yeah, MSN really needs to be hitting the shots with his AWP, so his team need to help set him up, and he's going to be playing aggressive.
Madman.
Just pushes straight up YOLO, flicking on either side, having no backup for that immediate part. Keto going to be peeking down, Banana going to be able to find one, looking for the second, not going to be able to hit it, but Aaron, first one to fall. First fatality on their side, second one's going to be Kamion. Keto hadn't even reloaded his AK there. I think he had like 4 bullets left in his magazine there, still able to hit the headshot. Julio peeking up, and well, Hype's got the angle. It's super unfortunate. The AWP player Hyped is doing fantastic work. Currently 6-1, holding some tight angles. Now it's going to be MSN with his own AWP. Should have the barrel spotted if he does decide to go down here. faveN in towards CT. They're going to be going in for the trade. tabseN stays alive. His teammate does fall a little bit short. MSN going to be pushing up with the Glock in hand. Gets the AWP. What are you doing? Gets no scoped, and that is the round. one kill over towards faveN, which was just instantly traded out.
Well, damn. Yeah, as you said, Hyped is looking good. I think this might be my first time covering them since they've had him on the team.
Yeah, they've made a couple of changes since I've actually had the pleasure of casting big, so
yeah,
I am really interested to see how they manage to do here, especially with him on the roster.
Always a fun team to watch, though, no matter what iteration.
Yeah. Double checking. I mean, yeah, he's not really he's not a very experienced player, so he's been in big since the academy. He's been part of the sort of at least big roster and in the academy since January last year. So no wonder they've managed to bring him on over. Otherwise, he's not really proven himself on any real big stage. Obviously, they've not had very good luck, but it does take some time to warm up the new roster, and he's only been in since February.
Oh, okay.
Eagle comes through. Oh,
damn. Okay, never mind. I'll get my point out in a moment because I actually wasn't tabbed onto that screen. I was looking at some stuff to talk about. But yeah, I'm in 2 Deagle entries up on Banana. This is by far the best position DomiNation have been in. That's with very little to work with here.
Second time they got the bomb down, I think.
Yeah, I think you're correct. Obviously, Julio got it down on that A-bomb site once. Crimbo with an initial kill to try and kick off the retake, but the bomb's already ticking. They need to move incredibly fast, and well, they may as well go for it, considering they have a ton of money in the reserve. Unfortunately, Coolio spams one down through the smoke as they're passing the CT spawn, and at this point, I think maybe taking those AKs away would probably be the best case scenario.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Crimbo should not be allowed that one, but it doesn't matter. Bomb's going to be going off here. So first round win from DomiNation, so it's not going to be a clean 16-0 at least. But to be honest, they need to get the next 6 rounds for me to be convinced that they have a solid chance. You know what? I'll give them an extra. If they get 5 rounds on the board here, Dean, I'll give them a hope and help.
Yeah, I was looking here and Hyped. He played for Sissy State Punks for a while back in like 2021. I think I remember perhaps covering him on them. I'd done some seasons at a Meisterschaft, and that's where I would have seen a lot, you know, the lower level German talent. And there is a lot of it, definitely. We haven't always seen the German talent rotated up to the top level teams like we have for some other regions like France, where sometimes it seems like they get more opportunities. Sweden as well. Seems like Germany's always going to be in the same players.
Well, I mean, talking about French players rotating through. Kenny S retiring yesterday.
Damn, I actually didn't notice that. I was exhausted after the 2 games we had. I slept about 2 hours before we cast the 2 best of 3s, so I ended up missing pretty much everything that happened. MSN though, there we go. Yup gets an initial kill. Again, DomiNation with a man advantage, this time with the weapons to actually back it up as well.
Talk about AWP players. He's going to be able to chime in with his first AWP kill there. Good work. Crimbo's been a bit of a beast this game as well, 11-2, and he's been shutting down a solid, good set of angles and backing up Hyped at these points. So it's going to be down to him to try and hold on to this A site. It's have rotated on through. Kamion's going to be able to find one. The trade coming in thick and fast is Aaron. He's down to push on through the boosts. Going to be coming out. Kito's going to be in a good position. The bomb blind, but first he's going to be able to find one. No, MZ through the side of the wall gets the headshot. Crimbo over towards A, does get a kill, but it's going to be a 2-on-3 situation with faveN. And a bit of a spicy situation here in towards Ruins.
Yeah. Again, a very difficult retake. This time they are also starting to somewhat feel the damage on their economy. It looks like they do want to go for the retake. I mean, Crimbo's very late on this rotation over. faveN will have to kick things off here pretty soon if they want the chance of making this work. And right now, there's only 1 player on the bomb site itself, so this is getting a little bit scary. He does have a kit as well. MSN, he goes down, and he can just straight up stick this. They've already fully charged down Banana. He has it, right? Is there time? It is incredibly close, but yeah, just straight up, they get the defuse. I mean, how else do you react to that? I don't know how else. The DomiNation, they scrape by a pistol round that looks like they finally have injected some life into themselves. And they just abandoned the bomb site a little bit too early.
I mean, all I can say about that is that's a scrub mistake. It's not something you should be doing at this point, especially in close qualifiers.
I haven't seen anything like that in a long time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last time I have seen something like that, and it's honestly, I don't think I've seen it in any close qualifiers ever. It's not really the level of gameplay you'd expect here. Hype's going to be holding this angle. Kamion going to be in a water bait if he's not careful. Nade just come through. Hype's tagged down. Not dead though. And in return, to chucked his own nade. Done a lot of damage. Goes back to holding the angle. Just goes in dry. No flashes to sort of support on that repeak. It was also a little bit delayed on his scoping in there. So that's a little bit of a dangerous playstyle. Kamion. They go for a boost here, they might be able to catch him off guard, which I think they're going to be trying to do. No, he's going to be scrolling straight up there against Wolvand. He's going to go down. Aaron as well, completely blasted by this blinded player. The Hypes as well. I'm going to be back picking up another kill. With only 2 left, it's going to be Coolio and MSN. MSN, I mean, he's got the AK in hand. He's also managed to pick up the bomb. Coolio going over towards balcony.
It's going to be tough with the players double up around the pit as well. Crimbo should get this info pretty early when they peek out from apps. I'm not sure if he spotted ahead a moment ago. I don't think so. Either way, faveN below shouldn't be expected. Crimbo's getting mollied out. Does have the smoke though to just drop and stay in position. Just keep on wasting time as the clock's already running down. faveN wasn't spotted. If MSN went a step further forward, I think he would have gotten that info. Instead, he gets mowed down by Crimbo around the edge of the smoke, and faveN gets that final kill with a little bit of assistance of the flash from Tabson. 10-1, double digits already for Big. It feels like we've barely kicked the morning off, and we're coming towards potentially the end of this map already if DomiNation don't find a massive uptick in performance, and incredibly soon as well.
Well, you know what's depressing is the fact that DomiNation are actually doing better than they were yesterday versus Gods.
Yeah, they have a T round.
But yeah, if you're just joining us, obviously this is going to be the first map picked by DomiNation. A bit of a surprise choice via them after they got 16-2'd without winning a single T round versus Godsend yesterday. Move on into this. It's going to be Keto going to get headshots. He jumps on through. Aaron onto another one. It's going to be Tabson falling. faveN's going to be the player who has to go hero mode here. Peeks around the corner. Picks up one, but he's only got an A1. So he's going to be running out of bullets, but he still managed to find another kill. Backs off. Stays alive. He's just gifted this situation. Able to slap back with 2 of his own. With another player. I think it was faveN actually. No, sorry, Crimbo, who was able to find a kill over towards A. And towards those apartments. Although saying that, but he's too slow on the trigger pull. That information was there, but MSN obviously just wasn't listening, or it wasn't communicated whatsoever. But Dito staying alive somehow in that situation, but he pushes straight into this other player in height with his knife out, pulls out the deagle straight into a headshot as Benito tries to strafe around the corner there.
That could have been scary if he actually got his weapon out in time. Unfortunate. 11-1. Yeah, I mean, that was unnecessary at the top of Banana there, where they pushed the issue after taking the initial 2 kills. Even after that one trade comes in from faveN, they should have been happy to just give it up rather than charging 2 more players in through the smoke and pressing the issue. They could have just kept the 4-on-3. In a ton of time. It's not like the clock was working too heavily against them. Feeling the pressure, I think, at the moment. Obviously, this is the lower bracket now, so no more losses allowed. The barrel spotted. Hype should have a free kill, and there you go. Benito takes 1 step forward, and that leads him to his doom. An advantage for Big. It's going to be uncontested. No one's in a position to trade that out, and, well, let's see. At the very least, it looks pretty passive on the hold from Big, so they should be able to start moving in for some map control once the smoke fades.
Yeah, that was really well played by Hyped. You can see that. Saw the barrel, went in for the kill and backed off, and he had Crimbo backing him up. Molly straight out in towards the bottom of obviously Boiler. Good position now. Keto's gonna get push off against Sam. He's gonna get caught off guard, get traded by Tabson, but instantaneously Tabson by MSN is gonna go down. This means the bomb can get planted. See if they remember to actually hold the bomb site this time instead of just giving it up and giving over the free retake. See the slide faveN down at Banana with his 2 teammates as well. This could be a full 3v3 with the Banana push. No, save's been called, right?
Looks like it, yeah. I mean, considering the scoreline and the money they have, I thought, oh wait, did they just want to go make sure they have a couple angles to work in from? The time, though. They want exits, I guess.
Yeah, just try and control the
I think they should have went for it. They need a couple rounds left.
They're being funneled down. I mean, yeah, every round can count though, but Kamion's going to be able to find 1. Crimbo coming in with the trade. Going up 2, going in for the 3rd. Can't quite do it, but the damage is done. If you look at the economy here, that is actually big. There's 2 players with $3,500. They can't buy full util here.
Yeah, no, definitely impacts them. I just feel like if they wanted to go for the exits and were willing to lose the guns anyway, they may as well just thrown themselves up banana. They might have had a shot at winning out the retake. They still have money to buy for this round. I mean, sure, it does impact them potentially going into the final round of the half, but yeah, they were willing to risk the weapons either way. I still feel like they could have potentially had a shot at winning that round. Either way, 11-2. I don't think they're too worried. As you said, they've done some damage. If they can get this round win, then they're on track for the 11-4. But not 11-4, 13-2. But DomiNation could still potentially pull this back towards 4 rounds on the T side, which would be a miracle in comparison to what they were able to achieve yesterday. And also a fantastic recovery after a terrible start here. A lot of damage though, so this 4-on-4 doesn't look great for the T side, especially with how much map control they've lost early on. Oh, and the timing.
That is unfortunate. He did make a step there. Having a Galil on Coolio is not going to be the best situation, but Dito, he's honestly not being able to hit many shots so far this game, and even less with faveN. Just going to be shutting him down. Crimbo onto Aaron, and it's left to Coolio with the Galil, the bomb in hand. Probably not much of a hope in hell here. Picking up the A4 is definitely an upgrade. Flash out of smoke. Decent flash there. Going to be able to push through, but too slow. Does hit the headshot, but it's not going to be enough with that gun. 8K in hand, he might have been able to win that.
This is rough. I was really hoping we'd get to see the domination that we had earlier on yesterday in their performance versus Nip, but it seems like they still have the memory of that God-sent matchup fresh in their brains from yesterday. Again, this is DomiNation's map choice, which makes it incredibly scary. We have Overpass up next, which is not a great map for DomiNation at all, and on the other hand, Big, they've been on a pretty good run there with 16-6 wins over both Heroic and Mouse very recently, so yeah, I don't think it's going to get really any easier. Bit of a different focus for the T side, though.
I think Overpass is definitely in Big's favor. I mean, obviously, not only in like from statistics, but just as well, just team experience. You got tabs on your side, you should be winning that map. But if we move on, there's going to be a push down mid, and they find the initial kill. But Keto, faveN going to be able to find a couple of kills themselves as well. It's faveN finding a secondary one. Kamion, last one left alive, is Badito is just found and dropped to his knees, and Tabson pulling out his deagle, deciding that the A1 is not classy enough. He wants to try and find one of these 1Ds to make it a little bit more spicy for us here in this final round before the first half is over. Tabson spotted out this player, trying to go for the headshots, gets an initial body shot. He's now going to be low enough to get killed, but it's going to be faveN, picks up the AWP and gets the kill. We're going to go into a quick break. We'll be back for the second half momentarily. We'll see you soon.
They'll see me flying through the sky and play hide and seek behind the clouds. I show my friends that I'm not scared of dreaming, and I'll do that again, over and over again. Suddenly
All right, here we go. Back into the second half. It's going to be Big versus DomiNation here. Myself, Tom Pickering, and Dean around. Let's get into this. Big looking to dominate the DomiNation team.
Apologies if VMix was muted, apparently. Thankfully, I didn't say too much. Heavy stack, though, from DomiNation over towards the A side right now. 3 of them are on quad, I believe. 1 pushed up in the boiler, actually. Definitely expecting this A hit, and they might be correct because the bomb has favored over to this side of the map right now. But the Glocks, once they get up close and personal, are incredibly difficult to deal with. And if they check the apartments right now, I was going to say they will find Coolio, but he at the very least does get the drop on faveN before going down. Unfortunately, the Glocks respond in turn. Keto drops Kamion, the advantage flips on its head. It's big now with a 4-on-3, and they're going to be walking it back towards an open B bomb site. And while the bomb's quite far away, these 2 players should be able to, at the very least, keep a couple of them busy. They're actually going to completely pull all the rotations away from A, so that the bomb's going to have a free entry to A now.
Interesting smoke here. They made it, so it was a little bit more of a bait one. Keto with the Julies trying to make and distract this team. They fully pulled this roster on over, and Keto's going to be holding the boost here. A little bit of a slow take from Big, though, over towards A. They're being very careful and methodical about this, leaving Keto left alone. He does go down, but managed to pull a dink out against Aaron, who's now on 7 HP. This has been called, and look at this. Tabson going to behold the rotation from the T-stairs. Each easy headshot comes through. This is methodical. Krimbo in towards Library. 2 players going up against him. 1 with low HP. He's going to be able to find the first headshot. Going into the second one. MSN trying to take him on here. USB in hand, but it doesn't matter. He sent packing. It's going to be a flash as well as USB picked up for that player. Really well played by Krimbo. 21-4, by the way.
Yeah, he's having a ridiculous performance. faveN had some great rounds. Tabson's only 13-5, but he had B on lock on the CT side whenever it was needed as well. Really, the entire team of Big has been playing fantastic, and DomiNation have just never really woken up. On track for what could be another 16-2 here. I wasn't quite expecting it to go as poorly as it did yesterday. I'm not going to lie, even when I saw them pick into it, I was like, okay, they probably made some adjustments, looked over what went wrong versus Godsent. Unfortunately, Big were probably having a look at that game themselves and taking some notes too.
I think when Big saw Inferno was picked, they laughed. I think like fair enough. It's a fairly default map. We know how to play this. We saw how you beat out NIP. We saw how easily you got beaten by Godsent. Fine. We're starting out on the CT side, so we'll just do the same thing, and they did pretty much. Keto starting off with a double kill, going in for the triple. Can't quite do it. The ESP is going to be able to find 1, but they're pretty much cleaned up here with Aaron. Last one left alive. Almost going to be able to pick up 1. faveN, save the day from the graveyard, gets the kill. And we're looking at a 15-2 scoreline right now. Map point at the moment for Big. We're going to be seeing a buy round coming in from DomiNation. The last chance here, Dean, to try and pull it back.
I mean, even then, it's probably not going to be the start of a very long comeback. If they can get a few rounds at the very least, inject a small bit of life into their play before we head on towards overpass, I think I take that as a small victory for them right now. Really, just any signs of life. I feel like I should be poking them with a stick or something.
DomiNation with a capital N as well. Unfortunately, that's should probably be a bit more silent. Never mind, going to be starting off spicily. Coolio, MSN, Bonito for the kill each. Hype's going to be now the last one left alive as his teammates fall around him. 3rd round. Maybe they can beat out at least the scoreline from yesterday, but they can't afford to lose a single round now. So they have to get 13 rounds in a row. It's going to be 12 rounds after this one. Unless something crazy. And talking of which, takes down Aaron. The bomb is out of his control. It's sitting on balcony at the moment. Position should be known. At this point, I think if you're hyped, you want to do as much damage as you can. Not even really go for the win. It's about trying to control the economy. Try to shut DomiNation down so they can't pull up a bunch of money. And I think DomiNation kind of recognize this. They know where the bomb is. They don't want to go too over eager. They've got 3 rifles. If they lose a single one of them, they're going to be massively affected next round. 30 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. Hype to try and find a hiding spot here.
going to have a little bit of a wait now. It's always the worst part about the saves.
Oh,
Third round, though,
so-
for DomiNation. Importantly, they keep 3 players standing as well, otherwise they would have likely had some weaknesses into this buy. Now they should be able to drop the couple weapons over, and Big will be buying up with no issues really either as well. Hyped might have to drop on the Keto, but he's fine to do so. Oh, there's a little camera beside the person we're watching. How have I never noticed that? Did you ever notice that?
wait, what?
Look, on the right side beside Aaron, there's a little camera now. Now it's over on the left beside Crimbo.
Oh, yeah.
Never noticed that somewhere. It's just not what you pay attention to. There's plenty of other info I'm trying to take in while we're casting, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We had a bit of downtime and I noticed it now. 15-3 though. I mean, only 12 rounds to go. Easy peasy.
There we go. I was going to say good initial PC utility, but only just 3 points of damage to tabseN and hyped. Sometimes you really do get scammed by these mollies and their damage. I'm not going to lie. See if tabseN can set this up properly. Molly of his own. Might just catch one of them off guard here. They're going to be trying to push through it. Not going to be doing too much. tabseN pushes up. Does a lot of damage, but no kill. Aaron stays alive. He backs up, but meanwhile, Bigger pushed their way over towards long. You can see Crimbo has been spotted. Tagged down a little bit as well, but the push is coming through. faveN over towards the pit position, but it's going to be hard to steal that away. Onto sight. It's going to be faveN. He's going to be able to find one. Has to find a double. He can't. Keto gets the kill. 3v3. Aaron with only 7 HP. This is going to be a difficult retake. He's going to be the one coming in from the rear end here through apartments. Has to try and catch Crimbo off guard. He hears the footsteps. He knows he could potentially push here. Catch him off guard. The timing's just wrong, though. I think he took a couple of shots there, but I don't think Crimbo realized it was him. He does drop down. Perfectly played here. Aaron. Let's see what they do here. Carrying on, pushing through. Going to be able to hit the shots. Looking for the second one as well. He's gifted this. Crimbo's going to be below him. Is he going to be able to find this kill? He is not. He goes down, but the teammates pick it up. The defuse is just going to be there in time. That's going to be so close. Oh my god. No, they didn't get it. Oh. GG. Well played. 16-3. Dean, they managed to do better than yesterday versus Godsent, but that was by picking up 1 round extra.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was the bar that they were setting themselves to, in fairness. I think it was probably more the nip game that they were aiming for, and even then...